तारीख है 26 मार्च 2022। समय हो गया है 07:39 AM। अभी मैंने अपनी पिछली कुछ सीरीज़ में कुछ इंटरव्यूज़ की वीडियोस अपलोड करी। उसमें मैंने सबसे 5 सवाल पूछे। तो इसी सीरीज़ में मैं एक बहुत एक्टिव रहने वाली सोशल मीडिया पे भारतीय जनता पार्टी की कैंपेन संभालने वाली एक काफ़ी फेमस फीमेल सोशल मीडिया में स्टार कह सकते हैं। By face she is very cute, and according to the activity inside the party for arranging media campaigns, and her ideas was excellent. So I noticed her a long time back when I visited to that political party. She's tall, she's handsome, very beautiful, very beautiful voice also, and in religious mode she is from a Sanatan Dharma Hindu, and now since then the subject in the question is why I noticed her. So very simple. Whenever you saw first face, is definitely will attract you, and your attention will go on, because first your eye and your mind will select a person, then your mind decide that and judge that what kind of person he or she is. So that respected lady's name is Apurva Singh, and on Twitter you can find her with the tag, Twitter handle tag is I Singh Apurva. First time when I saw her face to face, I was able to go nearest to her by 10 feet away. Now, as of my IQ level, I put myself in my very decent and a very bad behavior manner also, because she knows I'm very much active on Twitter and other medias also, but my style is totally different, because of my projects, and because of I designed in that way. Until unless I found my type of IQ level person, I will not allow myself to be inside the group of those person. Yes, I joined Bharatiya Janata Party via online, and put myself in activities via online, receiving of messages. Because of Twitter, I received so many invites and emails, and that's why I visited to Bharatiya Janata Party's conferences twice or thrice, not much. In the same 2 or 3 meeting, I don't know, I don't remember in which one, but yes, first time I saw her. Then lately I messaged her on Twitter also. You can join Santa Vigilance also. So I'm starting my. I just want to ask a 5 question to Apurva Singh ji. Yes, Apurva Singh ji, I hope you watched my earlier videos. I would like to ask you, that is all videos are personal, and you know what kind of videos and businesses we are doing. I hope you can understand me. I would like to introduce myself first, and that is myself Hitesh Mandal, Twitter handle @HiteshRevan. And why I'm asking to you, because I'm a U reporter also. Yes, from a Twitter. I'm responsible to report to United Nations. And I'm the person who is in always hurry to select women celebrities for United Nations works. Lately, I quit with BJP. I resigned because of I know the BJP inside the Bharatiya Janata Party, whatever is going on is not according to the Indian Penal Code. And I heard and in my intelligence inputs which I received, and it directly shows that the supremo of Bharatiya Janata Party is Narendra Damodar Das Modi is involved in a terrorist act. And the same I would like to reply to you also. I'm asking, and in worth, here in India, I think you don't know that I bought BJP. You still work in BJP, Bharatiya Janata Party. I bought BJP. Yes, a complete asset, and I will not allow Narendra Damodar Das Modi to be, and Aditya Yogi Nath, and recently appointed a new cabinet. No, I never allow them to be on post. Yes, since 2020. Yes, because in 2019, 30th December, I bought Bharatiya Janata Party. Because they are in debit to me, and it's more than 174 lakh crore rupees. So we don't want, I don't want to put you in the debate how and why this situation was created, and even I will not ask you that what is your work, because I'm asking to these all questions because of your activity on online on a Twitter. I saw your few of the videos which you pinned on your Twitter profile. In very lovely manner, you joined your both hand. First you say Namaste and Namaskar, Jai Shri Ram, and that's why it's really ignited me from inside to ask you few questions, because you are also Shri Ram Bhakt and me also, and I always be there for Shri Ram Bhakt. It's never a subject. I hate Narendra Damodar Das Modi, because once he chant Prabhu Shri Ram's name without Shri from a munch, and from a very big munch. I will not allow anyone on earth to chant Prabhu Shri Ram's name without Shri. So this is the main thing, and that's why I noticed you, and I would like to ask you a few questions. Please, respected lady, allow me. If you like to answer me, yes, it's a wonderful for me. I will take it as a study, or these all questions will remain in media as same. And my first question is very simple, as a journalist will ask to you. I own Time magazine also, in which your leader Narendra Damodar Das Modi, they will show him as a divider, a person who would love to divide the society, which is very harmful for a kind of foundation inside our nation. So Apurva ji, I would like to welcome you on chair, a very responsible chair, beyond chair. And my question is to you is in a very simple manner. आपका जन्म कब और कहाँ हुआ, और आपके शिक्षा और परिवार के बारे में बताइए. In English, my question is, what is your date of birth, and where is your birthplace? I know you are from Banaras, but I would like to hear from your mouth also right now in the video. And since the childhood, what is your educational tour? How much school and colleges you visited, and what is and why and how you introduce yourself in Bharatiya Janata Party? Just because of Hinduism, or just because of to be a politician, or to be highlight yourself, your personality in media and as a politician. Like here in India, Indira Gandhi, Priyanka Vadra, and Sonia Gandhi ji, Smriti Jubi Nirani. These all are very big ladies. It's never a subject whether they did whatever inside the media, whatever is their a tenure in their crimes or not. I don't want, but yes, they are very big name in media in entire world, like Nirmala Sitaraman, Mayawati ji, and Mamta Banerjee, and so many others. Women is also is struggling to be like them. So yes, I would like to ask you also how many women is your mentor and how many is your inspiration. So this is the thing that why and how you introduce yourself only in Bharatiya Janata Party. Ever you joined any other political party also, or you think so? The Bharatiya Janata Party is a hardcore Hindus, and that's why you are inside this party. And what is your family structure? Are they same, or you are just like a hidden Jewish or converted Isai or this like another? According to your name is Singh. Sometimes Singh comes in a Kshatriya and a Rajput. Do you believe in a casteism also, or ever you faced this kind of thing that inside the party and inside as in the media uh, personality that you want to be? Ever you gone through media scanning like other women celebrity on a Twitter from Bharatiya Janata Party like Preeti Gandhi, Nandita Thakur, so many others, and very big personalities are awaiting inside the Bharatiya Janata Party to hold the party's command. Are you think so? Okay, ever you going to get a chance to be hold the party? This is my first question. Here I'll like to end my first question. And see that India is really a very beautiful nation. Here we saw like Mehbooba Mufti and Mamta Banerjee, who like Mamta Banerjee, the lady in Indian media, who directly gave the fires to a Narendra Damodar Das kind of person who was charge sheeted under the igniting the riots in Gujarat. It's never a subject whether they get a clean sheet or not. Or you want to be famous like Smriti Jubi Nirani from TV, because she is a very big star. Yes, everyone knows she was since क्योंकि सास भी कभी बहू थी. From that serial she traveled a career from that is small screen to a big munch. From yes, exactly. The from वेरी स्मॉल टीवी लाइक जिसे कहते हैं ना छोटे पर्दे से एक बहुत बड़े मंच पे आकर के भाषण देना. आई सॉ सो मेनी टाइम्स स्मृति जुबी निरानीज स्पीच एंड हर वे ऑफ स्टाइल whenever she loves to speak in parliament. So ever you judge yourself, can you give them a fight as to be cross them, because without crossing them you can't win the race. The party as an famous, and because without having a good amount of money it's not easy to be as a kapda mantri in Bharat from Bharatiya Janata Party and to be in a cabinet. I think so that Narendra Damodar Das Modi gives personal attention to Smriti Jubi Nirani because she was a very much famous from TV star. Or you think so that anyone can in Bharatiya Janata Party because of their talent can be a cabinet minister? So here I like to end my first questions. Now my second question to you is Apurva Singh ji. आप अपने भविष्य को किस प्रकार से देखती हैं? क्योंकि अक्सर आपको राजनीतिक पार्टी में और उसकी गतिविधियों में भाग लेते देखा गया है. यदि आपको प्रधानमंत्री पद भारत में मिलता है, ये क्वेश्चन अक्सर पूछा जाता है, पर मैं किसी और रीज़न से पूछा हूँ. आई विल एक्सप्लेन यू लेटर. देखा गया यदि आपको प्रधानमंत्री पद भारत में मिलता है तो आप जो 5 फैसले लेंगी सबसे पहले उनके बारे में बताइए. ये क्योंकि भारत में युवा शक्ति और वो भी महिलाओं की भागीदारी के साथ रखते हुए आपके विदेश नीति का केंद्र क्या होगा? क्योंकि भारत के पुराने मित्र रूस और अमेरिका की दोस्ती तो है नहीं, दोनों इस प्रकार से एक दूसरे के प्रतिद्वंदी हैं। इसके कारण से भारत की सामरिक और आर्थिक नीति पर बहुत बहुत ज़्यादा दबाव आ जाता है। आई विल आस्क यू द सेम क्वेश्चन इन इंग्लिश ऑल्सो। दबाव बना रहता है। यह सवाल मैं भारतीय जनता पार्टी के अन्य युवाओं से भी जानना चाहूँगा। माई क्वेश्चन इज़ वेरी सिंपल टू यू, दैट इज़ ever you decide that what your future is, are you want to be politician, are you want to run this nation? Because you always we saw you always love to speak from Bharatiya Janata Party. You never consider that whether it's a subject that UP के बारे में recently you announced so many campaigns, but you never love to talk about what was happening inside the UP. Women get raped by thrice. Yes, and she was beaten and continuously she attacked by the Bharatiya Janata Party's gundas continuously, and they were receiving a threat. I think so that it be like such a this kind of security without the security, a woman can be highlight herself, because beauty matters so much. If I think so, normal looking women can be go in a higher post in Bharatiya Janata Party, like I would like to say sorry to Bahujan Samaj Party's Mayawati ji. Yes, please don't mind Mayawati ji. Yes, it's true that you are average looking women and you received that much higher post in a Bahujan Samaj Party. But are you think, Apurva ji, it can be possible for a normal looking woman to be on a higher post in a Bharatiya Janata Party? And my question is, if you ever get a chance to be India's Prime Minister, what your 5 decision will be? First 5 decision will be you want to take in the betterment of my nation or our nation for India. Because in India the youth power, especially in case of women, what is their participation in development of India can be is in your tenure to be whenever you to be as a prime minister. And what will be your foreign policy? While Russia is a very old friend to India, and America and Russia is not friend. So because of their competition in international level, always the pressure was be on us, because we are a very old friend to Russia, and recently we are developing our new relation to America. Are you think so that this whole pressure will be on our, just because we always received kind of investigation, we buy Rafale or we buy Bofors, because when in Congress regime the Congress party will buy, that time they bought Bofors, and Bofors was also gone under through the scanning of investigation of bribery or other kind of corruption. The same we heard that in a Rafale case also, and it is proven that the 650 crore rupees jet is suddenly increased to a 1500 crore rupees, and according to Central Vigilance, that was corruption, and it was reported by Narendra Damodar Das very softly to Central agencies, intelligence officer, investigation officer. So are you think so that this time first time the Bharatiya Janata Party get caught in a corruption case of Rafale? So because Bharatiya Janata Party was always, whenever we in a rule, they received a criminal and a terrorism threat like in a Kandahar, and this time Uri and Pulwama, and so many others. But here we saw a person from your political party, Bharatiya Janata Party, a person named Narendra Damodar Das Modi, comes on a podium with a very high muscle power, and he shows Yes, he shows and he directly gave freedom to Indian Army to reply Pakistan. But as he gave the permission to Indian Army he freed Indian Army to reply Pakistan. But very soon we received that the Rafale is under scanning of corruption, and case is registered in France. So how you can bring out our nation from the corruption's mind? What do you think so that this kind of corruption will we received from? Are these all from intelligence agencies, from companies, from because of politicians, because of politicians PSOs, or their secret orders? What do you think so? Or you think so it's a very easy to be a female Ministry of External Affairs minister, as Sushma Swaraj was hold the post, and but because of her post holding the post as an female minister as in a Ministry of External Affairs, but her policies not give India that much boost which we recorded. And secondly, that because of demonetization, I made some videos that demonetization is under IPC Act, Indian Penal Code Act 249 and 489 is a crime. So I think so that yeah, Bharatiya Janata Party is raising a dictatorship here in India, and you see, you again will keep it continuing. So this is here I would like to add my second question. Now my Apurva ji, my third question is, विश्व में अगर ध्यान से देखें तो एक तरह से युद्ध कभी नहीं रुकता है। आतंकवाद का सहारा लेकर कई विश्व के बड़े लोग अपनी सत्ता चलाते हैं। अभी कुछ ही समय पहले पाकिस्तान को इंटरनेशनल लॉबी ने आतंकवादी देशों की लिस्ट में डाल दिया। इसका सीधा असर भारत की सुरक्षा पर पड़ता है। विश्व में आतंकवाद की लिस्ट में आने वाला पाकिस्तान, श्रीलंका, बांग्लादेश, नाइजीरिया, इजराइल, ब्रिटेन के बाद चौथा देश माना जाता है। ठीक है, मतलब ये कुछ ऐसे देश हैं, ठीक है, कि ये जो हैं आपके क्या कहते हैं, मतलब पांचवा देश ये हो गया आपके, छठा देश माना जाता है पाकिस्तान। विश्व में 6 ऐसे देश हैं जिनको आतंकवादी देश कहा जाता है, जैसे पाकिस्तान, श्रीलंका, बांग्लादेश, नाइजीरिया, इजराइल और क्या कहते हैं, ब्रिटेन। आप अपनी विदेश नीति का आधार पड़ोसियों से अच्छे संबंध से कैसे बना पाए? मैं कहता हूँ कि if you watch the entire world very closely, that there is war never stop. Always, whenever you visit entire world, you always see sometime in Syria, sometime in Iraq, sometime it's in with Pakistan and Afghanistan border, sometime it's in a POK and from here in India. Because on map the Pakistan occupied Kashmir is a part of India, but according to international law it's a part of Pakistan. But there is a lots of terrorism camps also. But we never had that your political party leaders and Narendra Damodar Das Modi he sounds very good. But he never raised a question in POK to occupy POK and conduct an election inside the POK. And while in the same tenure, just after 2019, the Pakistan received them inside the terrorism nations list. While world's very popular nation is Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Nigeria, Israel, and Britain itself in a list of terrorism, because they are igniting terrorism in the entire world. How it could be possible like a terrorist nation of Pakistan can Indian policy for Pakistan can be very soft? How can you ignore them? And in that case, this kind of neighbor we have, how could we ignore them? And in that case, what is your foreign policy will be? I would like to ignore them because Pakistan recently closed our India's airspace. But from here India, that Mr. Modi never open his dialogues from podium. After that he provided a freedom to Indian Army to reply the Pakistan. Do you think so? Just after giving the freedom to Indian Army, that Mr. Modi can hide himself from his responsibility to be from as a prime minister's podium? I don't think so. That after the election, the Modi weakened himself in his dialogue. I think so. That just after the Bharatiya Janata Party, by internal fight, the of religious partition, Mr. Aithe Yoginath and other person from here, India also. You think so that it's because of party's internal fight to be as a prime minister and a deputy prime minister and a home minister, same as we heard that Lady Smriti Jubin Irani was want to be a prime minister and a home minister. I think so that this can be is a drawback for Bharatiya Janata Party. It's never a subject while they are winning some states or not. Because winning state is never subject. Sometimes the winning state is really alarming for political parties. Because people wants to show the reality what is happening. I don't think so. I don't think so that Modi after the 2014 election he comes on a podium with a very high speech and very forceful dialogues from a podium that we will destroy terrorism, and suddenly we heard that he was under the Interpol's orange corner notice. Yes, it's true. What is internal Bharatiya Janata Party's intelligence unit will say on this? Would you like to announce that Bharatiya Janata Party's internal intelligence report on Narendra Damodar Das Modi that he is because of that act he under orange corner notice observation? And I'm asking this question to you because I'm an Interpol officer also, Interpol 946, and I know to how many person in entire world is under orange corner notice, because Interpol orange corner notice is the observation. They put a person in under orange corner notice means they observe that leader or that person, what he is doing, what he is saying, what he is designing. Because Interpol is the world's most powerful organization in name of police. Because so many persons from Bharatiya Janata Party is under criminal act like a singer. So many others person is directly involved themselves inside the Bharatiya Janata Party from a Congress. How would you like to announce that meeting of Mr. Modi with Sonia Gandhi? I would like to announce the hugging of Rahul Gandhi to Mr. Modi in Parliament. I think so that the whatever is we are watching from a media and from a podium that they are showing Bharatiya Janata Party and a Congress is enemy to them, but from internally inside, yes, internal inside the intelligence says that they are the same party. What do you think, sir? Being as a Jewish prime minister, yes, he is a Jewish. Mr. Modi is a Jewish. He's a Parsi. Being a Jewish prime minister, somewhere the Bharatiya Janata Party is losing a Hindu's faith. That because nobody noticed that Mr. Modi, because the first name is a Narendra, Naro में इंद्र क्या रहा जाता है, and the second name is his Parsi. Do you ever aware, and do you ever think so that he is a Jewish and he will be going to be a good for Hindus? And this is the same question, because for in as a prime minister, as you come from as a Hindu nation policy, it's very hard to be out from India, because just our next neighbor is the Islamic Republic. Directly the Imran Khan shows to Indians that he will activate a green asset and in Saudi, and he created a Islamic world kind of a group. What do you think, sir? What is the status? How would you like to tackle the crying of Pakistanis Hindu in Pakistan? Would you like to be announced that this nation as a Hindu nation, because the 1947 partition is on the same? And what do you think so? Is that possible? A lady comes from a normal background or a higher background, the beautiful face can be able to take decision in favor of our nation, because few of the word we never decide that like in a government of India, like Indian government. But ever you read about the Union of India, how much big is Union of India is? Because doing a demonetization in Union of India is really a big loss, while the currency is linked directly to the gold. As you said that the Indian currency rupees 500 and 1000 rupees is illegal tender, it whole money's worth will drained in loss, and in amount it's a 15 trillion, while the Mr. Modi came on a podium and he directly said that he will create our nation's economy. It's like in a joke right now. He create our nation's economy on a 5 trillion, while we are already he already put us in a 15 trillions debit, and as we repay to them, it will cross to a 13 trillion. It's really a big amount. How would Mr. Modi will going to pay? Because it's a proven fact. Yes, you can check the fact also. What do you think so? The creating of a BRICS bank and creating other kind of testing, and this nation is like an experimental philosophy, as these politicians are using us. While I already said in my last questions also that the demonetization is on, there's Notbandi, Vimudrikaran, and the changing of currency colors and the symbolism is a crime under the IPC Act 249. Or you are just in party as an other party volunteers who love to speak, to stick posters and other organizing the distributing the t-shirts and badges. You are just a volunteer like that much. Because I saw your personality, I watched very closely. I heard your voice also. This my interview is all for not just for you. Anyone can reply in their videos also. But my question is for each and every Bharatiya Janata Party's online volunteers from a Twitter, Facebook, WhatsApp, and Bharatiya Janata Party's media cell from them also. That would you like to answer my these all questions? What is your goal? Just a behave like, because in media is a lots of things was we heard that Modi is a fake, and he's a look, lots of things, like he promised us to create our nation's economy is on a 5 trillion, and he put us in a debit under a 15 trillion, completely lost. While he created a BRICS bank, then why he visited a World Bank to get a 6 billion loan? He stand with Russia. His stand is with Russia, and he's against with the Ukraine. And while the Pakistan visited to Mr. Putin for a bilateral talk as in a third invasion in matter of Kashmir. What this is what kind of foreign policy? Now I would like to ask you as in a finance strategy. Is that as in a finance strategy they put demonetization? It's a blunder. because at the same time we never saw any Bharatiya Janata Party's volunteer on a street were helping Indian citizens on the date of demonetization. Indian public suffers continuously 3 months and 6 months. So many businessmen in the entire world, they suffers a lot just to change their money. And after the theory as it comes out in the media with the complete detail, they really they got cheated. Just chanting inside the weed name of Modi is, can be a subject and can be a material for development in India. What do you think so? What is the meaning of Modi Bhakt? Just and Andh Bhakt, Modi Bhakt, blind support, whatever he is doing correct. Are you think so that this kind of volunteer and this kind of supporter can be inside a party, can strengthen the party? कहते निंदक न्यारे राखियो आंगन कुटी सहाय. But I don't think so that Mr. Modi believe in so. So here I would like to end my third question. I hope so that you would like to answer me. Yes. Now my fourth question is, भारत में बढ़ता हुआ जूइश आतंकवाद एक नए खतरे के रूप में है. इस्लामिक आतंकवाद के बाद दूसरी तरफ नक्सलियों से आए दिन भारतीय सेना को चुनौती मिलती है. आप ऐसे में भारतीय शिक्षा नीति का क्या होना चाहिए? मतलब भारत की शिक्षा नीति क्या होनी चाहिए? क्योंकि भारत में हिंदुओं पर अन्य धर्मों के हमले गुजरात से लेकर मालदा मुजफ्फरनगर तक देखने को मिले. I would like to introduce a few things also from because I'm an Interpol officer also. In recent study, we saw that here suddenly because of Modi, a Jewish terrorism is also igniting here. They are spreading here. Yes. After the continuous attack on India by Islamic terrorism, a new kind of terrorism we also is hearing that it's Jewish terrorism. Yes, because of Modi is also Jewish. We saw here the continuously that Modi visited to Israel while the Israel is a banned nation. Yes, it's a banned nation. They visited to Israel and in United Nation also. So many times United Nation throws a notice and a warning to Israel also that they don't have to need to touch Palestine while they already give them a Jewish nation. It was created by United Nation. And Modi is a Parsi. He is a Jewish. And international intelligence report and CIA directly indicated that the Narendra Damodar Das Modi is working for ISI, Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, and he ordered. I share my that evidence also that Narendra Damodar Das Modi, while he was a chief minister of Gujarat, he ordered to kill Barack Hussein Obama. It's in media. I issue that. Yes. And any intelligence officer can reply to it, but IB is not answerable because they don't have to speak. They don't have any word to reply to us because it's a direct photographic evidence. It's a Chitragupta. Yes, it's a way of messaging from photographs to order them. He ordered his asset to kill Barack Hussein Obama. In that case, I would like to treat your Modi Bhakta and are you Modi Bhakta? In that case, what you feel while on Twitter I raise the questions on Mr. Modi? You think so that whatever I raise, whatever I show is without any evidence? While I am providing each and every evidence, what is the problem with the Bharatiya Janata Party's internal parliamentary committee and their their discipline in monetary committee, that who is not maintaining the discipline, that Mr. Modi is a person who ordered to kill Barack Hussein Obama. I shared that evidence on Twitter and directly showed to the CIA also. Yes, I'm a highly trained intelligence officer also. I work for so many international agencies, and I'm a car. Yes, it's a world super intelligence agency. We know each and everything. We know every organization's head. I was a person who directly first day announced and received information from a Hezbollah that Abu Bakr al-Hashmi is the new chief of ISIS. And I was a person who ordered to kill your Smriti Jubin Irani's, that respected lady's husband. Yes, it's a true. Uh, Qasem Soleimani. And Qasim Soleimani was a person who kidnapped Kulbhushan Jadhav in Iran from a hotel where they sent with a file of data of oil, whatever we bought or something was data, and they sent Rajnath Singh and asset intelligence report. My question is very simple. You are just on a media just to chant Bharatiya Janata Party is great and Bharatiya Janata Party is one of the best, but without knowing that what you are doing, are you playing with your future? Do you think so? Or any time you all can be going to be arrested by Interpol? That because you are among the top 250 person who loves to be around Mr. Modi. Are you going to ignore Interpol's orange corner notice warrant? Do you think so that Bharatiya Janata Party has guts to fight with Interpol? Do you think so that the CIA will going to spare Mr. Modi while he already, because CIA was in search of that evidence, that where is that evidence lies, in that which photograph or by which method he ordered to kill Mr. Obama, and he was sitting present that time. You don't think so that inside the Bharatiya Janata Party 200 and 250 smartest youth from the not the top ones, smartest youth inside the party can be going to arrest? What do you say while a person from a Bengal directly says that the Pulwama attack is done by 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 Indian intelligence? What you will do, be as a prime minister of these Muslim, while Asad University is inside the parliament? He is showing that he is a police officer, and his brother is directly said that कि 15 minute के अंदर पुलिस हटा लो, he will kill you. Just remove a police for a 15 minutes, they will kill 100 crore Hindus. Is that not a kind of alarming bell that we are surrounding with as a Hindu? I would like to tell you, and I would like to kindly notice it. We are a Hindu nation, Sanatan Dharma, and we are surrounding with all these Islamic and other religions. You don't think so that here in India it's very hard to be a Hindu secularist? Do you believe in this word? I think that being just a secularist is much better. That Hindu secularist is a much good. We will allow them to eat. We will allow them to enjoy their freedom, their human right, but we will not allow them to be read namaz on side the road, to do Azad Maidan in Malda town in Muzaffarnagar. How would you tackle them? While we have already a Hindu Mahasabha type kind of organization, and because they are working separately, like in a Sanatan Sanstha. Sanatan Sanstha is also that much powerful, like an RSS, Vishnu Parishad, Bajrang Dal, Durga Vahini, and so many others organizations here. Do you think so that it's very hard to be that much vigilance, that how it could be possible while RSS and Vishnu Parishad and Bajrang Dals is in presence of their existence, Jewish can be a Prime Minister of India? Then why and how Mrs. Late Sushma Swaraj ji opposed the candidature of Sonia Gandhi ji as a prime minister because of she's a Christian. Now, why not Bharatiya Janata Party is and Vishnu Parishad and RSS and Bajrang Dal, Sanatan Sanstha, Hindu Mahasabha is opposing the candidature of Amit Shah because Amit Shah is a Muslim. Yes, he is a Muslim. Never a subject how he is showing himself. He is a comforter. He belongs to Turkey. He is directly working for Erdogan. Yes, Shah is from Turkey. A person is a Jewish first prime minister is a Jewish, second prime minister mean just his right hand is a Shah is a Muslim. What party's internal Hindu policy and Hindu intelligence is doing? Ever you notice it? Or 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 India's youth is just want to be a prime minister and a home minister and wants to hold a Mandala Adhyaksh and other kind of posts without reading the text and without take their leaders in observation. What do you think so, man? Here I would like to end my fourth question. Now my fifth question is to you. भारतीय जनता पार्टी द्वारा डिमोनेटाइजेशन नोटबंदी को आप कितना सही मानती हैं? क्या आपको नहीं लगता कि नोटबंदी भारत में एक आर्थिक तख्ता पलट की साजिश की थी और उसे बिना गहन अध्ययन के बिना गहन अध्ययन के ठीक है जनता पर थोपा गया? Means suddenly a person came out from my fifth question starts from here. Suddenly a person came out from his office and he shows a conference that since today night 8th November 2016 the 500 rupees and 1000 rupees will not be a legal tender. What kind of gesture it is without having a national flag behind you, without chanting your name, who are you? This kind of gesture shows that this decision was taken while in very hurry that demonetization that much is needed for us. While only a 600 crore rupees fake currency is merged inside our currency. And he suddenly by his decision 15 trillions money is scrapped and it drains. What do you think so? Are you ever studied that demonetization can be possible here in India? Ever you read IPC? Or you are just supporting a person? Because my question is very simple to all youth from Bharatiya Janata Party, to all whomsoever is working on a Twitter, or just on Twitter you are just retweeting or sending a likes to your leaders. You don't know whatever they are doing is a good. Are you think so that a decision without passing a UPSC Union Public Service Commission's exam, a person can be hold a very much responsible post like an IAS and IPS? Is it good? Without any deep study, how could it be possible a demonetization can be in practice here in India? While under Article IPC 249 and 489 is a criminal offence and can be punished by 7 years imprisonment. Do you think so that demonetization is an economical call and is a practice to impose dictatorship here on India just to not vanish Modi regime? Is that kind of thing that the Modi is in practice to take India as a hostage? Because since demonetization, he tried to take hostage for complete nation. What do you think, so, man? Because your kind of youth, in your young age. I never saw anyone that can show this kind of data that because directly I will show you IPC also. In IPC Article 245 is it's a criminal offense. And यहाँ साफ लिखा हुआ है anyone means जो कोई. It's never a subject whether he's a prime minister or a very much famous and lovable person on a media. It's under Article 245 is a criminal offense. What do you say about social media pundits from Bharatiya Janata Party love to speak very loudly on a media by retweeting and suddenly whenever a person which comes on a media on a social media all kind of person will directly attack to them. No one has the right to go opposite to Mr. Modi while I am showing you a complete 100% true evidence. Yeah, because it's a fact check. I would like to show you. This is a Bharatiya Dand Sahita from Central Law Agency. Yes, it's a publication house. And this is the article. You can read this. So and the same is in a same book. According to Article 489, it's a crime because it's never a subject whether it's a delay or whatever because justice delays but justice don't deny. मतलब न्याय देर से आ सकता है पर न्याय के लिए मना नहीं कर सकते. Because I raised this question that under the IPC under the Act 249 IPC. That demonetization, notbandi, vimudrikaran, or any kind of changing in currency is a crime because it's a national emblems. You don't think so that Bharatiya Janata Party's youth like Preeti Gandhi, Nandita Thakur, and Upma ji, and so many others like Prashant Patel, so many others like Mr. Bug, so many others very big social media tweeters, celebrities. Yeah, they are celebrities because they are having more than a lakh or 2 lakh crore for 1 lakh 2 lakh followers, and they received 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 retweet and likes. We don't think so. It's just a fake. Without knowing a fact and without reading, they are just to be on Twitter just to get a publicity in media. How do you think so about Mr. Patel? About while I said that he is getting, he is on media on a chair of responsible as in a post. As an advocate, he received that degree is a fake. Without going inside the university, he received a degree of lawyer. And directly, I received a message from Mr. Modi also while we registered the case against Mr. I.P. Patel, Mr. Prashant Patel, Prashant Umrao Patel, something name. Directly Modi approached me with someone that he wants to just spare him. I said that he is on a media with a fake degree of lawyer. Never a subject. He never wants to continuously to a Chaudhry Charan Singh University. So many others. Do you think so that imposing this kind of dictatorship on educational method and the certificates policy is a bad? But at least he has to show the good and encourage to on media. Or the same that unknowledgeable act, demonetization it is. The demonetization is done by a person who don't have a knowledge of Indian Penal Code and the Indian Constitution. The thing. Because the same time that Mr. Modi and all from Bharatiya Janata Party cabinet and ministers do the removing of Article 370 without having a um, Samvidhan Sabha, Constitutional Assembly with the 389 seat, because the Samvidhan Sabha Constitutional Assembly only can be in power while a party get received 389 chairs. Without having a constitutional assembly, no constitutional act can be removed, like an special act Article 370. Then how it could be possible by forging a media with the pressure of local goons or whatever he is using? The prime minister is act of a criminal regime, or a dictatorship of a criminal, or a criminal mindset, while he is already undergone through a CBI's charge sheet. Because CBI never registered a case without getting and having a clear and 100% proof. Once the CBI received a case, that it means it's already proven by the police, but they are not able to reach to the central government officer and the powerful post to take an investigation. This is the CBI. That's it. CBI is not is a very special force. CBI is only responsible to take them those persons who are in a central government on a higher post, like an IS, IPS, and a prime minister and a cabinet ministers. The CBI can ask to them, because it's a central government's galiares. These all other central governments are street, and CBI do take evidence and go and ask to them that secure offices and ask them and grill them and ask them a question that how it could be possible, how you decide and how you did it. While local police jurisdiction will end, and their post jurisdiction will end of investigation, then only the CBI can register a case. And in Gujarat case also, the CBI registered a case, and in Mr. Modi's in his own statement, the CBI grilled him 8 hours continuously. And after on a chair as a responsible, powerful chair on a prime minister, he received a clean sheet of Supreme Court. And we heard that with the pressure of terrorism, Mr. Modi got clean sheet from Supreme Court. Do you think so? It's a kind of a corruption also. Here I would like to end my fifth question. So many talks I would like to talk to you, but I would like to. This is my question. It is simply now to all new upcoming youths from Congress and from political lobbies, that how you could going to hold a nation without having a knowledge, and you are working on a social media kind of app, Twitter app, which is a very responsible, where the Twitter government is running on. We heard that so many other good and top level celebrities are also working without having that much thing. Wrong is wrong, man. How could it be possible where the road is wrong and the driver can be right? While driving on a wrong side, a driver cannot be right, man. It's a fault of driver. He is driving on a wrong side. What do you think so? On keeping your mind, you keeping your eye, keeping your tongue silent on the behavior of Aditya Yogi Nath's government in UP. So many other cases was reported, while the Baraja Bhaiya is also getting a bail from Allahabad High Court in a crime. How can we tackle the Raja Bhaiya kind of person? Well, he's direct. We know he's a pressure group. He's a criminal. He murdered in media. How we tackle Atiq Ahmed and Mukhtar Ansari kind of international criminals? How we will tackle a Pappu Yadav? Because already being as you run a campaign sato seat Modi ko, and here in Delhi, and you see the 7 seats in Delhi to Bharatiya Janata Party. It's congratulations to you. I think the one was left. I would like to correct my data also. But what do you think so? How could you tackle Yasin Malik in Kashmir? He is a terrorist. How could you stop them to be inside the parliament while he's already undergone through military intelligence investigation? What your reply can be on a Rafael's kind of failure? What is your speech on Tejas? It's a it's a trainer jet. It's not a fighter jet. Well, matlab, this is a real funny statement by media and the Bharatiya Janata Party government that they are showing a Tejas as in a fighter jet while it's a trainer jet. 100 and no, not 100 and 43 or 47,000 crore rupees trainer jet is on sale, and you're receiving a 1500 crore rupees a Rafale. I don't know what is going on. Would you like to answer us? Yes, you can check, man. Because the price of a Tejas, yes, Hindustan Aeronauticals Limited, they created. The price of Tejas is Indian government is selling Tejas in 43,000 crore rupees. How it could be possible you can get a Rafale in a 1500 crore rupees? It's in media. Yes, it's a report by Central Vigilance. In media, we saw recently Arnab Goswami is separated from Times Now, and he opened his own channel Republic, and he gone through the police arrest, and again he comes in media. What do you think about the NDTV type of news channel who always love to be support Vampanthi's and Vampanthi's all are China and Russians? What you would like to say on Indian media is receiving from money from Saudi Arabia? What do you say about the Modi's report that Modi is receiving money from Oman in code Namo? Because you write a Namo on a paper and it's reversed, it's became Oman. It just just a chance. Would you like to ignore the IB's report on a Pulwama that this act is completely considered by Mr. Modi in help of Imran Khan to just get prepared new SPGs? I hope you know what is the meaning of SPGs. Removing the SPG guards of Mr. Rahul Gandhi is a bad practice, and just to kill Mr. Gandhi, just increasing their security level. In naming of that, it's a waste of money. What do you say about the rising of Khalistani movement in Pakistan? What do you say about the news that Arvind Kejriwal is selling his political party seat in Pakistan of MLAs in Punjab of MLAs in 500 crore rupees? Why the investigation agency is not working properly? In report that Modi is directly using enforcement directorate to punish his political rivals in India. The arresting of Mehbooba Mufti in Kashmir is a violation of women law and women rights. Would you like to answer me? The arresting of Mehbooba Mufti was a good. Yeah, they're working against the jihadis, against the Umar Abdullah, Farooq Abdullah. I always love to support them. whomsoever like to. But the arresting of Mehbooba Mufti is a kind of killing of a voice of a freedom of speech. My my concern is very simple to you is, man, that so many youths suddenly comes on a social media, they received a chance and a platform to raise their voice in favor of nation, and they received because they received a Jewish prime minister instead of Hindu prime minister. Ever you studied? Ever Modi Bhakt knows about that Modi is a Jewish prime minister and he is raising a Jewish terrorism here in India. Definitely, I would like to be be a good listener whenever you love to answer me. Thank you very much, ma'am. Myself, Ritesh Mandal, Twitter handle @Ritesh Revan. And other things is in media. You know, I've made few videos also. I would like to just tell you that I'm each and every kind of person. I can talk to you to in any manner because I want to save my nation, but not like a Jewish terrorist. That's why I said that he is a directly linked with ISIS, Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, because Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi was a Jewish and he is a Simon Elliot. Now the same is in ISIS, Islamic State of Iraq and Syria. Abu Bakr al-Hashmi is from a Spetsnaz, the Russian army slave. So thank you very much, ma'am. Again, thank you very much. I would like to ask you to be on a camera and answer me. Hear my question. If you hope so, answer me. Thank you very much.